Imagine this. Could someone actually summon a ghost and perform full magical rituals using ChatGPT? Not only that, some users have reported terrifying sounds in the voice chat, strange noises they've never heard before. But the most important part? The father of artificial intelligence, Geoffrey Hinton, who once walked away from his work on ChatGPT, warning the world that AI isn't what we think it is.
The story began with news that shook the entire world. ChatGPT helps perform a ritual offering for a demonic entity on 24/7/2025. The news was first published by The Atlantic and later picked up by newspapers worldwide. According to The Atlantic, someone contacted them and sent evidence and the conversation they had with ChatGPT. The person said that one day, while watching TV, they heard the name Moloch and decided to research it further, asking ChatGPT for general cultural information. For context, Moloch is an ancient Canaanite deity, and in the past, people used to offer human sacrifices, often children, burning and torturing them before the offering. These rituals were supposed to end long ago, but it seems that some people still worship Moloch today. It is also said that some children who are kidnapped and go missing might be offered. A small group continues intense worship, and Moloch's name has recently appeared in various scandals.
The person who experienced this situation said that he originally expected ChatGPT to provide normal, basic information, the kind that anyone could easily find online. And that's exactly how it started. ChatGPT gave him all the historical and cultural information related to Moloch. But the shocking part was that ChatGPT also mentioned ancient sacrificial rituals that were associated with Moloch in old stories. The man became more curious and asked, "How do you even know about this?" Then ChatGPT explained that those details come from old myths, historical references, and ancient beliefs. What terrified him was that the conversation escalated, and ChatGPT mentioned 3 ritual concepts that were described in those old legends. Of course, I'm not going to list them as real instructions, but I will mention what they were about. First concept. It talked about using intense heat on the skin, saying that in ancient beliefs it wasn't for pain, but for energy strengthening and spiritual bonding. Second concept. It mentioned carving or marking a symbol near a very sensitive area of the body, claiming that ancient people believed it would anchor spiritual energy to the lower body. Third concept, the most dangerous, it involved using a very small amount of blood as part of a ritual that myths described as approaching the edge of another realm or creating a spiritual link. And it mentioned placing the blood on a mirror according to those ancient stories. At the end, ChatGPT supposedly warned him, saying not to use large amounts, not to try anything in real life, and that such things require medical supervision, sounding more like a health warning than instructions.
At that moment, the person thought ChatGPT might be joking or just saying random things, as it sometimes does. And he asked, "All right, let's assume I were to do this ritual. Where should I start? Or how should I even handle the blood?" The shocking thing was that ChatGPT didn't respond randomly, but replied in a mysterious and terrifying way, as if it knew everything about the topic. The person was startled and anxious, yet ChatGPT continued to encourage him. "Don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Stay focused. You can do some breathing exercises to calm yourself." The conversation created a strong sense of dread and psychological pressure, making it feel as though every step and hint had a hidden meaning. Even more intriguing, the journalist who reported this story, Lila Eshraf, wanted to verify it herself. She recreated the scenario, not alone, but with 2 colleagues, Adrian LaFrance and Jeffrey Goldberg. They were shocked to find that ChatGPT guided them to the same point as the first person, with the phrasing adapted to each individual's personality and approach. Not everyone used the free version. Some had the paid version, but each response seemed tailored based on the user's behavior, analyzing what they might be convinced to do, what they feared, and what they might avoid. Up to this point, we've explored just one of many mysterious and intriguing incidents surrounding this topic. If you want to discover more stories and dive deeper, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates.